Everyone present here. The impossible exists only until we find a way to make it possible. And we have with us one such special wonder girl who has found a way to make the impossible possible, and also had stood up true to Audrey Hepburn's quote, "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I am possible." Yes, a 14-year-old girl who filled herself with life and hopes to meet the impossibles, making it end with I am possible. And she is Keya Hatkar. We're honored to have you here with us. Dear audience, please give a huge round of applause for her. I, Suhani, take the opportunity to introduce her. Keya Hatkar, a national and global award-winning young author from Mumbai, was diagnosed with SMA, spinal muscular atrophy, a rare genetic disorder, at an early age. She did not let the condition confine her and became a role model for many and an inspiration for all. She's an accomplished author of 3 best-selling books: Dancing on My Wheels, I Am Possible, and How to Write a Book. She's a TEDx speaker, a disability advocate, a budding podcaster and YouTuber, and a champion for inclusion. Keya's unwavering spirit and determination to make the positive impact on the earth is truly remarkable. 2024, Keya was recognized as one of the top 30 global social impact entrepreneurs and was awarded the prestigious Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Puraskar, the highest civilian honor awarded to a child in India. Honorable President Srimati Draupadi Murmu. Today, Keya is here to share her inspiring story with us. Please join me in giving her a very warm welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to share certain things. When Keya was born, and when she was a months-old baby, when she was not able to stand properly, Keya's mother, Monisha, took her to doctors. And as my young friend just told, it was diagnosed as SMA, spinal muscular atrophy, which is a very rare disease and which cannot be cured, threatening life. So the doctor said that she would not live for long. At that stage, only Keya's mother, she did not give up. She took the challenge and she started consulting doctors. Major surgeries were done. She was treated. It was very expensive and all those things. After she grew up, she came to Visakhapatnam. She went to Timpani school for about 2.5 to 3 years. Then they went to Bangalore. In Bangalore, when she was going to the school was conducting sports day. In the sports day, the teacher said that they would also conduct dance programs and asked the students to raise their hands who want to participate. Surprisingly, Keya rose her hand. And the teacher was surprised when Keya rose her hand. And the teacher asked Keya's mother about her participation, possible participation. Keya's mother said, let us try. And they tried. You will be surprised. She danced while sitting on the wheels only, and everyone appreciated that. So that was the background of making her confident and writing the book, Dancing on the Wheels. So with that background, she wrote Dancing on Wheels, and it became the best-selling book in India. It gave a lot of confidence to her and her mother particularly, and both of them, they did not look back. Then she wrote her second book. What is that second book? I Am Possible. And after some time, they will show you the book. I don't know whether you have seen it on Google or not. It is not I am, it is I am possible. If you read it as a one word, it is impossible. And if you split it, it becomes I am possible. So she proved to the world by writing that book that she is possible. And after some time, she is going to ask all of you a question. When I am possible, what about you? Everybody can be possible. That means everybody can become what they want. As Keya did not look at the limitations, we all should not look at the barriers or limitations of whatever we have. As Swami Vivekananda says, every one of us have infinite strength in us. If only we are able to bring it out, bring our fullest potential, whatever we want, we can become. That is the message Keya is going to give another 1 or 2 minutes. Then after writing the second book, I Am Possible, she became a motivational speaker. She went around, she spoke on the platform. You must have heard TEDx, which is a internationally popular platform. She spoke on that, she became a very big motivational speaker. After that, she is recognized for motivational speaker, she became an artist also. She is an artist. We were just seeing some Simhachalam pictures drawn by all of you. She is also as good an artist as all of you. And she wrote the third book then, book on how to write a book. Why did she write this book? She wants the children who can express themselves by writing a book but who do not know how to write a book. So the third book is for the children who want to really write a book, how to write a book. Then for all her talents, a day came when the entire nation, represented by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, recognized her immediately and awarded this Prime Minister's Bala Puraskar. It was given to her by the President of India, Draupadi Murmu, on 26 December 2024, in the presence of Narendra Modi Garu. Here I will add one more sentence and give it to her. In that, the way she interacted with Narendra Modi Garu, I think no one else can do like that with such confidence she interacted. If possible, Prakash Garu will show you the video of that after some time. She spoke with him so confidently. The Prime Minister of India asked her, what do you want? Then she said, whatever ailment or disability I suffered, most of the children suffer this. I want it to be prevented. I want the nation to prevent, otherwise so many young children are dying without knowing anything. Then the Prime Minister was surprised. It is so expensive, the treatment for this. The Prime Minister said, I thought you would ask some support for your treatment. What is this you are asking for a big cause? He was surprised. Anyway, after that, the Prime Minister ordered translation of all her books into all the regional languages of the country. Immediately instructed the Ministry of Child and Women Welfare, and they are going to do that. So, she not only achieved all these things so far, she wants every one of us, not just children, so many adults, to achieve what they want. Her message is, I want you to hear with focus, get inspired. That is what she wants. Thank you.
I request Ms. Keya Hatkar to address the gathering. Thank you.
Thank you, Suhani, for the wonderful introduction, and thank you to this wonderful school for having me here today. Being selected as one of the 17 fortunate, handpicked, and brave children from across India to be conferred with the prestigious Pradhan Mantri Bal Puraskar for 2024 was something I could have only dreamt of. Receiving this highest level of civilian honor from our Honorable President Srimati Draupadi Murmu, in the presence of her Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in New Delhi on 26th of December 2024 on Veer Bal Divas, was a huge moment for me in my life till date. I'm here today to share with all of you my life journey, which started with a no and how we turned it into a big yes. My life and that of my mother was written off when I was diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder called spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA in short, at the age of just 10 months. I was given only 2 years to live. Everything in our lives changed instantly from that moment onwards. 4 years following my diagnosis, my own father and his family abandoned us, labeling me as a curse on their family. Not sure whom to blame because back then there was no awareness about rare diseases and how to deal with someone who was diagnosed with one of them. Even the top doctors from medical fraternities did not know how to guide our family. All we were advised was to start counting the days I was given. In medical terms, SMA is a neuromuscular progressive genetic disorder that robs people of their physical strength gradually over the years. It slowly takes away the ability to breathe, swallow, walk, and even run, eventually ending our lives. It's the largest cause of infantile death globally. Strangely enough, SMA is not a condition by birth, but it requires both your parents to be carriers of this disease, for their child to be diagnosed with it post-birth at any stage of their life. Earlier the onset, the more severe and life-threatening SMA can be for the individual. In my case, I was diagnosed with SMA type 2, which is the second most severe form of the disease, and hence I was given only 2 years to live. Today I'm alive thanks to my mom and my grandparents and whatever they have done till date. My mom, in spite of being a single parent, has not left any stone unturned to see me come this far. But let me ask you, how many are as lucky as I am today in our country? Today I'm living with almost 80% disability. I have never stood, walked, or run. I'm able to sit and breathe only because of the 2 titanium rods at my spine and the 4 dozen screws. So you can maybe call me titanium girl. So the two titanium rods screwed to my spine fortifies my weak body. Most of my joints in my body are frozen today. Me and my family, we wake up each day thanking God, knowing that tomorrow is always going to be uncertain. I don't know how many of you have, but have you heard or read about the 17 crore injection in media? Well, that's one of the SMA drugs called Zolza and SMA by Novartis. It's a one-time gene-modifying injection. The drug I was prescribed in 2021 is an oral drug called Rashtriya by a foreign pharma company called Roche, and it is priced at 80 lakhs per year, and I was asked to take it for the rest of my life. Hence, SMA treatments are known to be the most expensive treatments in the world today. In India, these expensive treatments are unsupported by medical insurance, and the only way to access them is to crowdfund, which means to publicly beg. Our current healthcare infrastructure stands challenged, so you can imagine the plight of SMA families. Leave alone expensive treatments, even our regular healthcare is not insured as we have this underlying genetic condition. Our families are financially burdened perennially, leading them to break up under the survival pressure. In most rural families, children like us are left abandoned or buried alive. My mom, she had two options. One, to break down and give up, and the other was to keep going. It's only because she chose the later that I am standing in front of all of you wonderful people here today. And the biggest life lesson that I learned from my mom was to never ever give up. Because if you do take no for an answer, and in our case, if he took no for an answer, then I would not have been able to be where I am today, and a big applause for my mom for that. But you know, as the famous saying goes, God always chooses the strongest ones to fight the toughest battles. So here I am being born to do what I have to do, and that is to battle SMA. Today I represent the voice of countless and voiceless rare disease warriors across our country. The sole purpose of my life today is to share widespread awareness about SMA and other rare diseases. I'm doing this through the books I author, the talks I deliver, the apps I code, and the art I create. These are the few things I can do with the little movement left in my body and the immense support I get from my mom. I've written 3 books to date. Mostly my books are based on real life incidents through which I've been trying to raise this much needed awareness on rare diseases. It's owing to these efforts in creating social impact through my books, for which I got awarded the PM Bal Puraskar 2025. Most of you all must be thinking that it's because I write books that I got this award, but that's not true. It's because through my books, obviously, I've been trying to raise awareness on rare diseases, and that is something very few of us can find in our country today. So that's just a point I would like to add. And during the award ceremony, I was honored to gift my books to both our Honorable President and Prime Minister, requesting the support to focus on prevention on rare diseases. And the Prime Minister patted me for being brave and selfless enough to come up with a prevention plan instead of asking for my own free treatment. I was pleasantly surprised a few days ago when I was contacted by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, informing me that our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi ji, has advised the ministry to translate my books into regional languages of India to help spread awareness on rare diseases and obviously motivate all the children from across the parts of India. For me, this news was the best birthday and New Year gift I could have ever received of. So I would like to thank everyone who supported me in that journey. My writing journey started 2 years ago when I was bedridden and recuperating from my major spine correction surgery. That's when I typed out my first book, lying on the hospital bed, called Dancing on My Wheels, which was released in 2022 later. At that time, writing felt really pleasing, so that motivated me to publish my second book called I Am Possible in 2023, which is based on the true story of me and my mom's journey from being told I am impossible to us believing I am possible. I've been fortunate to rank as India's #1 best-selling author for 2 consecutive years, 2023 and 24 amongst 2 lakh child authors from 25,000 best schools in India. And my books have been traveling to attend the best literature festivals in India and across the world, be it in US, UK, or UAE, reaching millions of readers nationally and globally. These successes made me realize the power of written words in a book and encouraged me to write my 3rd book, which is Book on How to Write a Book, which focuses on how to write for a good cause and make a book stand out from the world of literature. This book was released in November 2024. I would also like to add that all 3 of my books are available on breebooks.in, which is in India, and amazon.com, which is for outside India. In December 2021, I started a non-profit initiative supported by my mom and my sister called I'm Possible and Smart. And we work actively to raise awareness on rare diseases and its prevention in India by campaigning with institutions and corporates. Treatment for rare diseases are either absent or extremely expensive. Hence, to my naive mind, prevention has to be the key to ensure that our future generation is born healthy. SMA, or for that matter, any of these 7,000 known rare diseases in the world can easily be prevented by a couple undertaking a gene mapping test before they plan a family together. This gene mapping test is more important than matching Janam Patris for a marriage today and should be made compulsory in our country. So as good humanitarians present here, each of us should spread this word and save children from being born with such difficult rare diseases, because no one deserves to live such a life with challenges when it can easily be avoided. And for those like me who are already born with severe disabilities, instead of being shunned down by our society, our abilities need to be encouraged over our disabilities to help become independent and self-reliant instead of being a burden on our loved ones and our society. I believe our acceptance in society starts with creating ample awareness and not with sympathy. Just a plain resolve to eradicate rare diseases from our nation and to encourage the abilities in people living with disabilities can help them rise above their challenges. Let's resolve and come together to create a more aware, inclusive, compassionate, and rare disease-free India. You can know more about me and the work I do on my website called www.keyafightsma.in with the double S. You can even search up my YouTube channel. It's called Keya Hatkar, I'm Possible. Thank you, everyone. And before I take your leave, I would like to add that some people think that the talk that I delivered today, it is just a talk that I'm giving about raising awareness. But I feel that when one person shares their journey, there's a lot to learn from it. So I hope that all of you got motivated and not just got bored. So I hope that each of you have something to take away. And before I again take your leave, can we say I'm possible once? Together, I'll say it and then you all can repeat. Okay. So I am possible. I am possible. Once more louder. I am possible. I am possible. Thank you for the lovely energy.
I would like to ask if you have any suggestions that you want to give to young, aspiring authors.
So something that I would say to everyone is that whenever you want to write something, don't think about it. Because when you think about the after effects of something, then that will maybe scare you or discourage you to put out that story that you have. And I believe that each one of you here today has a story. It may not be big, it could be small, but each of you have a story, and that should be said to the world, because out of everything that a person does, there is always something positive to take away from it. And yeah, just believe you are possible and put out your story out there.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
What more do you want to achieve in life?
Maybe even the space, because I think that it's not about achieving, it's about doing the right thing, because a person can achieve a lot, but it's about, yeah, I mean, achieving can give you happiness, it can give you wealth, if you want to say, but I think doing the right thing is what is true happiness for a person, and I hope to do a lot more things that will benefit our rare disease community and our society.
Ma'am, can you tell how you have been motivated in your bad time and who is your best motivator?
My mom. That's all I can say. She is, I mean, be it in a kind way or I don't know. Anyway, my mom is always there to encourage me, and if there is a grumpy face that I have, she'll say something that will just make me laugh. And even if I have a mind block while writing, she keeps giving ideas. She's full of ideas. It's like the jar, even if you close it, it opens up every time. And yeah, my mom is my biggest motivation.
So, how do you feel being so young and achieving so much of appreciation and so many things? Like, you're such an inspiration for us. Can you share some things?
I think that doing stuff has no age. Like, age is just a number, right? So when you start at a young age, the only difference is that you can do more things. And being here and doing so many things at just 14 years is something that will take me a long way. And no matter till what age I live, I hope I can achieve whatever I have planned to do, and most things other than that. So yeah.
Is there any particular book that inspired you to write a book?
I don't think it would be a particular book, but it would be the event where I danced on my wheels. So I think for others to have that inspiration, I was successful in making that event into a book. So maybe I would have not gotten any inspiration from a book, but I hope that book can be inspiration for many of you here. I would also like to say one thing. While coming in, I saw a lot of artworks in the corridor. So to all those who made those beautiful artworks, really it was amazing to see them, because I've seen many artworks, but the age at which you all are creating such impressive masterpieces is just, I again have no words.
Namaste. On behalf of Prakash Vidyaniketan, I take the privilege to extend my heartfelt gratitude to an inspiring girl, Keya Hatkar, for her gracious presence and valuable words. Miss Keya, I thank you for sharing your life experience with us and inspiring us to believe that the word impossible can be turned into I am possible. I also thank you for telling us that challenges of life can be faced with determination, and giving up is no solution for any problem. We assure you that we will make ourselves strong and face all the challenges of life. I also thank you for responding to the queries from the inquisitive minds. I would like to thank our beloved director, sir, for organizing this spellbinding session. Last but not least, I thank all the students for their participation. Thank you. Now, I request everyone to stand for the national anthem.
Hello everyone, my name is Keya Hatkar. I am 14 years old and I come from Mumbai, Rashtriya. I have written 3 books till now, the author of 3 books. The first one being Dancing on My Wheels, which is got the best-selling entrepreneur award of 2023 in an event in a competition called National Young Authors Fair, hosted by Green Books. My second book's name is Am Possible, which is India's #1 best-selling book. And my third book, which I just released recently, which is book on how to write a book. All these books that I have written are not just about my journey, but the main aim is to raise awareness on rare diseases. I would like to tell what my experience was after coming to the school today here. Firstly, I would like to say that the hospitality of everyone was amazing. The students, the way they greeted me after coming in, like the roses they gave was really nice, and it was a wonderful gesture. And also in the corridors of the school, the artworks done by the children are truly amazing and are just outstanding, because the children who are in younger grades, even their ability to do such artworks it truly shocked me. So the wonderful artworks done by the children. And I would like to thank all of those who invited me to the school today to speak. After I delivered my speech here today, there were the students who asked me a few questions, and some children, they don't have the courage to ask questions, like come up and ask questions, but the children here, they were so brave that there were so many questions coming in, and I was really happy to answer them. So the wonderful courage the students expressed. Thank you, Prakash Vidyaniketan School, for inviting me here today and for the wonderful experience that I got today. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Monisha. I'm Keya's mother. It's been little less than a month that Keya won the Prime Minister, Rashtriya Puraskar Award for 2025, and I think life has changed a little bit because now we are getting a lot of good attention for Keya. And why I'm saying this is because till a year back, nobody would ask about Keya. Nobody knew about Keya. Nobody knew that Keya had so many talents, and very, very few people were encouraging her. But I think this honor that Keya has received from none other than the Honorable President of India has changed everything for her. So it is the highest level of recognition for a civilian child in our country, and I think I'm very proud to say that Keya herself has changed the course of her life today. So one of the best things that have happened in this trip to Vizag is her coming to your school. The hospitality was brilliant. The children are so smart here, so talented. We were absolutely surprised to see that right in the backyard of the city where I grew up in Visakhapatnam, we have such talented children. So I was telling Keya that Keya, all these children are capable of getting national awards. It's we have so much of potential in our country that if they are encouraged the right way, all these children are capable of shining very, very bright. So all the best to the school, Sriprakashvidyaniketan. May you always prosper. May your students do very, very well in life.